So first see the question. The question is given, whatever the given question is belongs to which category. So in design of shaft, broadly the design is going to design based on the two criteria. As I said earlier, one based on the strength criteria, one is based on the rigidity or deflection criteria. Based on these two criteria, the shaft is going to design. Again, for the strength criteria, there are four criteria, four different processes are there. When the shaft is subjected to pure torsion, pure bending, or any combination of pure torsion and bending and additional axial load application. So there are four different categories are there. Again, the given question belongs to which one? I mean, the given question is belongs to in strength criteria, four different categories are there. Among the four categories, this question is belongs to which category? Okay, like that you need to identify first. If you identify the problem, easily you can solve the problem, whatever the answer required. Okay, because empirical relation anyhow you are going to remember, and conversion of units also you are easy to you. Okay, and one more important thing is only the identification of the problem. The identification of the problem is very important. Okay, now see here, this is the second question. A solid shaft transmitting the 1 megawatt at 200 rpm a solid shaft transmitting the 1 megawatt power at 240 rpm. Determine the diameter of the shaft if the maximum torque transmitted exceeds, see this one, exceeds the mean torque by 20%, and take the maximum allowable shear stress 60 megapascal. So here question is given, take the maximum allowable shear stress. So by seeing the given data, we can conclude one thing. What the maximum allowable shear stress is given? It means the question is belongs to strength criteria. In that strength criteria, the first category, that is the shaft is subjected to pure torsion. By seeing the given data, we have to conclude like this. What given data? Allowable shear stress and transmitting the power and running this much of rpm. In this given data, there is nothing available for the nothing. There is no data regarding to the bending. Only whatever the data appearing in this question that totally represents the torque. The shaft is subjected to the pure torque. Okay, so pure torque means this is totally based on the strength criteria. Again, in the strength criteria, this problem belongs to which category? It means by seeing the statement allowable shear stress as given 60 megapascal, it means this is the first category, that is the shaft subjecting to the pure torque. The shaft subjecting to the pure torque. Okay, this much. The question is asking what is the diameter of the shaft. Okay, now for this, what is the given data here? Power is given 1 megawatt. So power I am writing as power is 1 megawatt. So convert it into watts. 1 into 10 to the power of 6. 1 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, and speed is given as, speed n is given as 240. 240 rpm. And D is asking to calculate. Now maximum torque is exceeded the mean torque. Maximum torque is given, the relation is given. See here, the relation is maximum torque is exceeding the mean torque. How much it is exceeding? 20%. More than 20%. It means 100 plus 20%, total 1.2. Total 1.2 mean torque. So this is given in the question, not I am writing my individually. Okay. T maximum is, so see this one, this statement. Okay. See this statement, maximum torque is transmitted and exceeds the mean torque by 20%. So by seeing that this statement, I am writing maximum torque T is 1.2 mean torque. Okay. Now allowable shear stress is given, normal allowable or working stress, shear stress is given, as 60 megapascal. 60 megapascal. Okay. Now for this, what are the things we require to calculate the diameter? We can calculate the diameter by the torque transmitted by the shaft. One relation, as we know, that is pi by 16. That is pi by 16 into sigma s into d cube. This equation everybody knows. Okay. Through this relation, we can calculate the d value. Okay. Now, in this, sigma s is given in the question 160 megapascal, and pi by 16 you already know the value of this, and T, this T maximum value you required, maximum torque transmitted by the shaft unit. So this value you can get through this relation. This value we can get through this relation. Now to calculate this relation, first you know the what is the T mean. First you should know that what is T mean. T mean we can calculate from the power relation, power P equal 2 pi n T by 60 by 60. Here T represents the T mean. T represents the T mean. Okay. So this T mean, through this relation you can calculate. Now calculate the T mean value. Tell me the answer. T mean. T mean P into 60 by 2 pi n. Substitute the all values in this equation. Get the T mean value. Tell me the T mean. Tell me the T mean value. Make it fast. Tell me the T mean value. What is T mean? Speed is given 240 rpm and P is, submit the P value 1 into 10 to the power of 6. P value 1 into 10 to the power of 6 into 60 by 2 pi into 240. Tell me the T mean value. Make it fast. What is T mean value? The T mean value is 39 70, somebody is given 39 780, 39 784. This is in terms of Newton meter or Newton mm. This is Newton meter or Newton mm. Newton, not Newton mm. This is Newton meter. This is Newton meter because power you submitted in terms of meters. Power, what is the units of power? Watts. Watts means what? Joules per second. Joules means what? Newton meter per second. Newton meter per second. Submitted the power value in terms of meter, the answer will come in terms of Newton meter. Okay. Now you need to convert it into Newton mm. So if you convert the Newton mm, what will the answer? What is the answer now? If you convert the Newton mm, 39,784 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton mm. 10 to the power of 3 Newton mm. Okay. Now T mean you calculated. Likewise, same. Calculate the T max. What is the T max? T max. How much T max? This T mean into 1.2. T mean into 1.2. How much? T max? 477 477 477 41 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton mm. So every time don't forget to write the units. If you forget to write the units, you will going to lose the 1 marks or 0.5 marks. Okay. Now tell me the d value through this relation. So in this relation, in this equation, what are the unknown thing? Only the d value is unknown. That is the question asking to calculate. T max just now we calculated here. Okay. And pi by 16, this is a constant value, and sigma s is at 60 megapascal is given. Now tell me the d value in terms of mm. D value in terms of mm. What is the d value? Make what is d value? What is d value? Make it fast. The answer should be tell in terms of mm, because we calculated the torque in mm. Okay, and megapascal Newton per mm square. 60 megapascal, that is Newton per mm square. So there's a reason the answer should come in terms of mm. Make it fast. Only 1%. Rule number 13 plus 27 other people have replied. Okay. Again somebody is replying in WhatsApp. First listen the class, don't submit. What is d value? 159.43. Very good. Mm. 159.43. 159.443 mm. Okay. So this one we can also directly write as 160 mm. 160 mm. So is it right to all? Is it read to all? D is equal to 160 mm. Everyone should get the 160 mm or 159.4943. Okay, so shall we move to next problem? Make a copy in your notes, otherwise take a screenshot. Then we will go to the next problem. Can we move to the next problem? Now see that this is the third problem. Find the diameter of the solid steel shaft. Solid steel, the material mentioned here. Okay, solid steel shaft transmit the 20 kilowatts power is given. Okay, by seeing the units you need to conclude the given parameter is the power. Okay, transmit the 20 kilowatts. Watts is represents the power. Okay, so to transmit the 20 kilowatts at 200 rpm. 200 rpm means see the units and decide the what is the given parameter. So rpm is nothing but speed is given. Ultimate shear stress for the steel, ultimate shear metal property is given here. Ultimate shear stress for the steel material may be taken as a 360 megapascal. And factor of safety is given as 8, and allowable if hollow shaft is to be used in the place of solid shaft, find the inside and outside diameter when the ratio of inside to outside diameter is given 0.5. Okay, in this problem I will calculate the diameter for the solid shaft. Okay, and you people calculate the answer for the hollow shaft. Okay, now first one, power is given as 20 kilowatts. I'm writing the given data. Power is 20 kilowatts. So in place of kilowatts I'm writing the watts. 20 kilowatts 10 to the power of 3 watts, and speed is given as, the speed is 200 rpm. 200 rpm. Okay, ultimate shear stress is given. The question is ultimate shear stress is given as 360 megapascal. Okay, 360 megapascal. And factor of safety is given as, factor of safety given as 8. And okay, now I'm calculating for the solid shaft. You people calculate for the hollow shaft. Okay, for the solid shaft the relation is T equal pi by 16 into sigma s into dq. Okay, so question is calculate the solid shaft diameter. So question is asking it to calculate the d value. Okay, so in this, what are the unknown parameters? T is the unknown one and sigma is the unknown one here. This is the shear stress. Shear stress nothing but working shear stress, this one. But here question is given ultimate shear stress is given, not direct shear stress is given. Okay, so first calculate the torque transmitted by shaft is from the power relation P equal, from the power relation P equal 2 pi n T by 60, 2 pi n T by 60. Through this relation we can get the answer T value. Okay, so tell me the what is T here in terms of Newton meter. In terms of Newton meter, make it fast. Tell me the T value. in terms of Newton meter. Make it fast. Today what happened, I don't know. Nobody replying. Nobody telling the answers. Only 2 persons are giving the answers. Roll number 1 and roll number 70. Please mute yourself.
Sir, 954.9.
Mute yourself. So what is that torque value? You put in a chart box. What is T value? Make it fast, Babu. We don't have time. So many number of problems have there. 954. Okay. Newton meter. Very good. 954 Newton meter. So what is the in Newton mm? What is the Newton mm? 954 into 10 to the power of into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 3, that is Newton mm. Okay, Newton mm. Now torque calculated and submitting in this one, and working shear stresses we don't know. So to calculate, this is a sigma s. The question is given sigma ultimate shear stress. In given data, ultimate shear stress is given, but here question is equation require the normal shear stress, working shear stress. So to calculate the working shear stress, we have one relation, that is from the factor of safety. What is the factor of safety? What is the equation for factor of safety? Factor of safety is, it is the ratio of ultimate stress to, it is the ratio of ultimate stress to normal working stress. Normal working stress. Normal working stress. So this is in case for the shear stress, I am writing the shear values here. Ultimate shear by working shear stress. Okay. In this equation, we require this one. Okay. Now what is this? Shear stress equal 360 by 8. 360 by 8. So what is it on 360 by 8? Very good, 45 megapascal. 45 megapascal. Sigma s we calculated, T we calculated. Only the unknown thing is D value. Now what is the D value? Now to tell me this, substitute the all values in this equation. Substitute the all values in this equation. Now tell me the D value in terms of mm. Tell me the D value in terms of mm. Tell me the D value in terms of mm. Tell me the D value in terms of mm. Make it fast. Don't take too much time to submitting and getting the answers, because already you have the calculators you have, just submitting the values and getting the answer. Tell me the D value. D value 47 mm. Very good. D value rule number 6, 47. Okay. 47.6. 47.6. It means nearly equal to 50 mm. Okay. It is nearly equal to 50 mm. Now this is for the solid shaft. Now my question is, you people, my question is, calculate the inner diameter and outer diameter for the hollow shaft. Same relation will be used here. Instead of taking the, so I am writing the equations here. for the hollow shaft, this equation may be changed as T equal torque T equal pi by 16 sigma s, just now we calculated sigma s, okay, and d naught cube, d naught represents the outer diameter, d naught cube into 1 minus k power 4, 1 minus k power 4. What is k? K is the ratio. What is the ratio here? When the ratio, question, see the question, when the ratio of inside to outside means di by d naught is given as 0.5. This k value is given as 0.5. K represents the, it is the ratio di by d naught. So di by d naught is given in the question as 0.5. 0.5. Okay. Now substitute the k value as a 0.5 and get value. After getting the d naught value, you can get the di value. Okay. Now just tell me the d naught value. First tell me the d naught value. D naught value in terms of mm. After calculating the d naught value, tell me the di value. So sound should occur. Tell me the di value. D naught 213. D naught 213, not 213. Why you are getting so much? D naught 48, very good. D naught is a 48. D naught is a 48 and DI how much? DI is a 24, very good. DI is a 24. Okay, everyone should get the same answer. Everyone should get the same answer. Okay. Is there any difficulty to calculate? Please tell me. This type of problem is very important for the 2 marks question. Is there any difficulty? Please tell me.
Sir, how to get a D naught, sir?
See here, this is the equation, first one. This is the equation torque transmitted by the solid shaft. So solid shaft, nothing but solid diameter we are getting here. Now this equation changes. Here I am showing the arrow mark. This equation changes for the hollow shaft. What is the equation? Torque transmitted by the hollow shaft. This is the equation. Torque transmitted by the hollow shaft. This is the equation. Now in this equation, sigma s already we calculated just here. I am showing this is the sigma s. Okay. And d naught is the outer diameter of the shaft. Di is the inner diameter of the shaft. And additionally, the question is given the diameter ratio of inside to outside diameter is given as 0.5. That means this k value inside diameter to outside diameter ratio represents the 0.5. Okay. If you substitute the 0.5 directly here, okay, if you substitute the k value as a 0.4 and sigma s as a 45, t as a 954 into 10 to the power of 3, you can get the easily d naught value as a 48. Okay, after getting the d naught 48, substitute here d naught value. Okay, substitute here d naught value, you will get the di value because 0.5 into d naught di value represents.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Now shall we move to next problem? Now see here, whatever the problems so far we discussed, first, second, third, these are all subjected to, the shaft is subjected to the pure torsion. Okay. Identification of the problem is very important. If you are unable to identify the problem, identification means the given question belongs to which category. In design of shaft, how many categories we have? We have two categories broadly differentiated, that is based on strength, based on rigidity. Again, strength having the four different categories. Again, here in rigidity, two categories are there: lateral rigidity and torsional rigidity. Okay, that categories first we need to identify. After identification of the category, the whatever the relations are there, equations, substitute and get the answer. I think there is no difficulties to submitting the values and getting the answer. Only the thing is which equation is suitable for this question. The difficulty is which equation is suitable for this question. That is the difficulty. If you identify that which equation is suitable for this question, easily you can get the answer. Okay. Now the question is, the problem I am given based on the pure bending. Okay. Now see that. What is the pure bending? So a pair of wheel of a railway wagon carries a load of 50 kilonewtons. Load is given and on each axial box, acting at a distance of 100 meters outside of the wheelbase. Okay, the gauge of the rail is 1.4. The gauge is given 1.4 meters, and find the diameter of the axial the wheels if the stress is not to exceed 100 megapascal. Okay, see the question. What type of question is given? One railway wagon is there and carries a load of 50 this much on each axial box. Okay, so I'm just drawing the one line diagram according to the given data. This is a shaft. Okay, on this shaft, two boxes are there, two wheels are there. Which are acting at a 100 mm from the outside of the wheel base. It means from the outside, this is the 100 mm. This is the 100 mm. And this is also 100 mm. From the outside of shaft to this one 100 mm. Okay, and the gauge of the rail is, gauge means the distance between these two tires. Distance between these two tires is given as 1.4 meters. It means I can write as a 1400 mm. 1400 mm I am writing. Okay, mm. Find the diameter of the axle between the wheels. Okay, what is the diameter of this axle? What is the diameter of the axle? Okay, the stress is not to exceed 100 megapascal. So what type of stress? See here, because of these wheels there may be subjecting to bending. Okay, suppose this is the A point, this is the A point, and this end is the D point. Okay, this is the C point, suppose this is the B point. Okay, so because the wheel, one reaction is going to generate here, that is RC. Because of this wheel, another reaction due to load application, one reaction will going to generate, that is the reaction D at D point. Okay, now how much each load? Each load is 50 kilonewtons. Each load is 50 kilonewtons. This one also having the 50 kilonewtons. 50 kilonewtons. So everything is given and asking to calculate the D value how much. So blindly we can say that by seeing the diagram. What is that? One axle, one shaft is there. Axle is nothing but it is also like a shaft. Axle is nothing but it is also like a shaft, okay, which is subjected to the pure bending, okay. So here because of the load application here, the shaft is going to subject into bending. So when it is subject into pure bending, what is the equation? Just remember, whatever the PPTs for theory already I uploaded in MS Teams. Go through that one and perfect with the relation pi by 32 into sigma b rule number 13 as given. This message has been deleted. What message, Babu? Sigma b into dq. Okay. So through this relation we can calculate the D value. Okay. So sigma B value is given in the question 100 megapascal, and the bending moment we don't know. So see here, bending moment, because the total distance is here from this side left side 100 meters apart, 100 mm, from this left hand right hand side 100 mm, both side is given same distances, okay. So because of that reason, reaction at B and D are getting the equal, okay. So that reason anyone I am selecting. So anyone means bending moment, one relation I am taking, one bending moment equation and one bending moment value I am taking, because this is totally symmetrical section, okay. This is totally symmetrical section. Whatever the value is appearing here, same value will going to appear at the reaction D. So that reason bending moment is load into perpendicular distance. Here also load into perpendicular, same value will get 50 into 100, 50 into 100. Okay. So bending moment is load to perpendicular distance. Load how much given? 50 into 10 cube, 50 into 50 into 10 cube into 10 cube into 10 cube into what is the L here given 100 mm. 100 mm. That is equal to pi by 32 is a 100. Sigma b is given is a 100 into d cube. So substitute in calci and tell me the value of d in terms of mm. 79.85. Very good. Who's that person? Rule number 6. Only rule number 6 and rule number 1 are participating actively. 79.85. 79.85. After writing on the screen, everybody telling the answer, because the screen is appearing to you and you are telling the answers. 79.85 mm. Okay. So first identification of problem, as I said earlier, for the whatever the units we have in DME, for every unit, first identification of the problem is very important. After identifying, easily you can apply the relations. Okay. So is there any difficult to solve this problem? Please tell me, otherwise we will go to the next problem. We'll go to the next problem. You just copy in your notes, otherwise take a screenshot take a screenshot and we'll go to the next problem. Now the problem whatever coming now, combination of torsion and bending. Okay, now see here, first problem. A solid circular shaft, solid mentioned, circular shaft is subject to bending moment of 3000 Newton meter and torsion torque as a 10,000 Newton meter. Okay, the shaft is made up of 45C8. The material grade is given, steel having the 45C8. For this steel, the material properties are given: ultimate tensile strength. Ultimate tensile strength 700 megapascal, and ultimate shear stress is given 500 megapascal, and factor of safety is given, asking to calculate the diameter. Determine the diameter of the shaft. Now see the question. In this question, bending moment is given, torque is given. Bending moment value and torque value, both values is given. By seeing that these two values, what we can conclude? We can conclude that the given question belongs to third category. What is third one? Combination of bending and torsion. Combination of bending and torsion. Okay. So like this we need to conclude. Now after concluding, we need a help of relations. What are those relations? According to two theories, we have solved this equations. What are those theories? First theory is the maximum principal stress theory. First one is the maximum principal stress theory, that is equivalent bending moment equal 1 by 2. This is the equation, 1 by 2 bending moment plus square root of bending moment square plus torque square. Okay, this was the equation when the combination of stresses, okay, combination of stresses, when it is subject to combination of stresses according to the maximum principal stress theory, first theory. Okay, now according to the second theory, what is the second theory? Maximum shear stress theory. That is, according to shear stress theory, the equation is equivalent torque TE equivalent torque TE equals square root of m square root of m square plus t square. If you substitute the values in this equation, easily you can get the answer. Only the thing is identification. Again, identification of the problem is very important. Okay, now m value is given in the question 3000 Newton meter, torque value is given in the question 10,000 Newton meter. Now from this relation, how we can get the diameter? D value is it appearing in these equations? Tell me that where is the D value in these equations? D value we can see the in this equation here and here. Okay, what is ME? ME is the equivalent bending moment, that is pi by 32, pi by 32. Okay, sigma B into dq. What is ME? ME meaning for this, particularly for the third category, combination of torsion and bending, ME represents pi by 32 into sigma B into dq. Okay, now what is TE? TE is pi by 16. TE is the pi by 16 into sigma S into dq. Okay, now you can calculate the D value for the bending according to the first theory. Now you can calculate the D value according to the second theory. Okay, so you people calculate it as a homework. Now tell me the answer in next class. Okay, is there any doubt? You can ask now regarding this problem at our previous problems. Any doubts do you have? You can ask now.
Sir, assignment we need to submit on 18th October.
Yeah. Already some few people have submitted assignment.